Wow!
Hey guys, I hope you've had a good weekend wherever you are in the world. I didn't sleep very well last night. There seems to be some kind of typhoon or something going on in Japan at the moment. The window, if there's a banging sound, that's because it's very, very windy outside and not because I've got someone locked away in my wardrobe. Actually, that sounds really sinister. I don't know. God, what a terrible way to start the video. So last week I asked you, the Council of Abroad in Japan, if I should make a video about North Korea, another kind of follow-up video. And the general consensus was, yes, go ahead and make it. And it was a difficult video to get the right tone because it's a serious topic, but I kind of wanted to inject the usual kind of sarcasm and humour into it. But it's important to get the right balance when you're dealing with a subject as serious as nuclear weapons. But anyway, the video went up last night and it did really well. It's got about 150,000 views already, which is above average start. And it took me about 4 days to make. I needed to research the topic to make sure that I knew what I was talking about. I needed to assemble the comments that I used and the cutaway footage, and of course presenting like this as well. And having spent 4 days locked inside filming and editing, I uploaded it with the sense of relief that you get from making a new video. And just as I made it public, YouTube demonetized it because their new algorithms detected that it had an insensitive subject, i.e. North Korea and war, and that it was not suitable for advertising. And thus my week's work was rewarded with no ad revenue, and it was really pissed me off because I've appealed it. When this happens, you can appeal it on YouTube and request a manual review, which means somebody in a room somewhere, presumably in California, will be watching the video and checking that it is suitable. But this takes 2 to 3 days, and in that time the video will receive maybe 90% of its views. You get most of your views on a video in the first day or two, and thus all the advertising revenue is gone. So I was pretty gutted about that, and a little bit sad and depressed. I'm worried about this trajectory that YouTube seems to be taking. Don't get me wrong, I do sympathise with them to some degree, because there's lots of videos on YouTube that really shouldn't be monetised, and so I do sympathise with that. At the same time, it seems the algorithm takes it to the extreme, and I've had quite a few videos demonetised this week. I had a wave of videos demonetised a few days ago that took me by surprise, and it worries me because it means creators will be eventually confronted with the choice. Do we make videos about ongoing political situations and important contemporary issues, or do we make a video about this cute little puppy? Oh, he's so smiley and funny and brilliant. Oh, that is the sort of video I could be forced to make every week. Even by potentially swearing, I'm jeopardising the future of this channel because the policies that YouTube have put in place are even more extreme in some cases than you would find on a children's TV channel. A lot of people have theorised that this could be the end of YouTube. Do I think it's the end of YouTube? No, I don't. I don't think we'll see any real changes. We might see more people go off to Twitch who are gamers, but for the most part, YouTube will remain the heart of online video. I'm thinking of having a website built, or in fact, we are having a website built, but to try and take the brand off and have a kind of more centralised place, which I can control and not be subject to weird ad policies. But yeah, I'll talk about that at a later date. The annoying thing about having your kind of entire business online is there's so much change, so frequently online, and it's necessary, I guess. You have to always be innovating in the world of technology, in the world of business. But it is annoying because it means I have to always kind of, every time I'm relaxing and everything's great, something new changes and I have to quickly adapt, and so this ad policy thing is kind of a wake-up call. But like I said, the upside to this is that lots of new people, lots of you guys have joined Patreon and now supporting the channel. We've had about 100 people just this week, so that's really encouraging in the face of this ongoing terrible, shitty situation. With that in mind, I've just done a Patreon mega post along with this vlog where you can find a catalogue of all the exclusive content, and there is quite a lot. There's articles, videos, we've got these vlogs now, and kind of behind the scenes stuff. The best thing is probably the How I Learned Japanese video, a Patreon exclusive about how I learned Japanese over a 2-year period. So if you've just joined or you think you've missed something, be sure to have a look through the mega post and you might find something there that catches your eye that's useful. And finally, this week marks the launch of the new merchandise store, which I'll be launching on Patreon just a few days early. I'll be doing another post about that in 2 or 3 days because I need to just make sure the store is all ready to go. But it means you guys will be able to look at the store early. If possible, it'd be great to hear some feedback and get your thoughts just in case something needs changing. And yeah, you'll be able to buy the merchandise as well if you want to. Hopefully you do. hopefully there's some good stuff on there. But yeah, so I'm really excited about that, and my project this week will be working on a video to kind of promote that and do it justice. And before I go, this week I've been quite obsessed with a Japanese artist called Tatsuro Yamashita. He's regarded as the king of Japanese funk music from the 1980s, and I've just been listening to this compilation I've found online on YouTube all week long, over and over, and it's kind of made me feel upbeat and happy despite the situation with North Korea and despite having half my videos demonetized. So I've just been listening to that, and it's been making me feel like I'm in a disco in 1980s Tokyo, and I love it. So check that out. I've put a link to it in the video description box here, so check that out and hopefully you'll like it. It might take a bit of getting used to, but you'll either love it or hate it, but check it out nonetheless. But for now guys, I'll speak to you in the coming days about the merchandise. Have a great start to the week, and again, as always, huge thanks for your support now more than ever. Take care guys, and I'll see you in the week.